Welcome everybody. So it is officially day 3 of the 7-day kickstart. And what we're going to talk about today is breakfast ideas, meal prep, and then we're going to have a 15-minute butts and guts workout. Are you excited? I'm excited. It's just body weight. We're actually going to cut the rounds for time, so we're going to work a little more intensely. And what I want to start out with is I want to ask you this question, and I'd like for you to answer below. Number 1, and there's no judgment here. This is a judge-free zone, okay? What did you have for breakfast this morning? Put it in the comments right now before I go anywhere. What did you have for breakfast? Let's read this out. If you're not doing so well, don't worry about it. Just know we've all been there. When my kids were babies, I used to grab a breakfast sandwich if I was lucky at Tim Hortons. I would never eat it now. You know, whatever. We're not perfect. It's okay. So let's see. Fruit, bagel, water, then coffee. Oh, I love that you said then coffee. Lemon water, bagel with cream cheese. Nothing yet. Water. Okay, maybe an apple would be great. Fruit, bagel, water, then coffee. Nothing yet. Planning on pancakes. Okay. Those of you that didn't eat yet, I would love for you to tell me why, because you might have a reason. Maybe you're fasting. You might have a reason. So if you didn't eat, tell me why. There must be a why behind it. Or maybe you woke up late. Eggs. Joanna, I love it. Perfect. Jen had scrambled eggs with onion, shredded cheese, and a tablespoon of salsa. Okay, excellent. All right, so I need to know what you're having for breakfast. Number 1, it helps us with breakfast ideas for those of us that are stuck. This is not just about me giving you guys a whole bunch of stuff. You guys have a ton of fantastic information, ideas, things that will spark my interest, or maybe something I used to eat and I forgot about. So it's all about awesome accountability. So the second thing that I want to ask you, I would like for us to really think about, it could just be the first thing on the top of your head. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to breakfast and meal prep? The more specific we can be, the more we can solve problems. There might be people in this group that have great solutions for you as well. So when it comes to meal prepping, what is your biggest struggle? For those of you on Facebook, you're welcome to jump into Zoom if you have the link, if you wanted to. So what is your biggest struggle when it comes to meal prepping? Like if you hired me today and we got on a live call and you said, Trina, this is what I'm struggling with. I need you to help me. What would it be? This is your time to share. Having what I need in my fridge. Fussy eaters, time, beautiful. Oh, they're rolling in now. Meal prepping is okay. I do that Sunday, but I never include breakfast in that meal prep. Good. Time and deciding what to prep. Ideas how to prep and keep it simple. Time. Ooh, do you see this? My time management. I'm exhausted by the PM when I'm able to do it. Oh my goodness. I'm not in the boat alone. We are all in the boat rowing together. Do you notice the consistency about time? Time. What else? Those of you that haven't answered, because there's tons of people. So let's talk about number 1. Let's do a quick recap of yesterday. The homework that I gave you yesterday for time management, that spills over into today. If, and I'm going to say this again with the utmost honesty and the biggest heart to you, because I seriously struggled with time. I had 3 babies under 4. I was off mat leave at 2 weeks, running my business at Fit for Females. I had nobody working for me then. I had to do all the business stuff, all the mom stuff, all the cooking. I totally understand. Time was sucked out of me until I made these systems and I stuck to them. And if I don't stick to what I'm going to share with you today, this is exactly what I do. If I don't stick to it, it does not happen. So just know you're not alone. Deciding what to eat. Hubby isn't a fan of veggies, isn't a fan of good food. Yeah, I hear you. Ideas on how to prep and not knowing what to prep. Okay. So what I told you yesterday, if you didn't catch the training, you need to go back and watch it. Log into the membership site. If you're on the list, it's there for you. If you're not sure, send us an email. So the biggest thing that you need to get control of is your time when it comes to meal prepping. So we're going to talk about meal prep first. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some recipes. I have also a workout for you, a freebie. I'm going to post that right on your membership page. So it's going to be there for you to reference. What I'm going to ask you to do is pay attention today and jot down the things that are speaking to you. You can't write everything down. So write down what's speaking to you. So number 1, we are reiterating exactly what we talked about in the last training, and that is schedule. Schedule your date and your time. So that is number one. So we talked about having difficulty with time management. I know we have fussy eaters. My kid's name is in a baby book because my kids were fussy. And you have to train people around you. You have to train your husband, train your girlfriend, train your wife, train your kids. Whoever's around you, you have to train them slowly. But you have to remember that you have to do this journey for yourself, and eventually people will jump on board or they'll find other things. So the first tip I'm going to give you with meal prep, number one, and I feel like I'm a meal prepping ninja, but I was not always like this. You must schedule a date and time. So if I asked you today, this is a question, again, this is all on you. This advice, this coaching is not going to work unless you do the work. So number one, what style of time and prep cooking do you think that you would work well for you? So I'm going to put a couple things out there, and if it speaks to you, put it in the comments below on Facebook and on Zoom. One, do you think it's batch cooking? So for me, I have a family of 5, 3 kids, me and my husband. I have a raging appetite. I eat about 2,500 calories a day. For any of you, you ask me all the time. I know that based on guessing. I've never tracked my macros, but I'm very good at measurements and stuff. So for me, because of my job, because of my kids, because of the lifestyle, I batch cook, generally speaking, on Sundays. Quarantine took me out of that. And then I top up on Thursdays. And what I mean by that is I cook everything from Sunday. I know what we're going to be having for definitely lunch and dinner, and breakfast is always planned the night before. Then I top up on Thursdays. Do you want to cook batch cooking? Is it twice a week? Is it every 2 days? Is it going to be freezer meals that you pull out? Is it going to be every day in a crock pot? I want you to put down anything that stands out to you. So I want you to think about, this is your homework. We're in a class right now. You're telling me, you're thinking, you don't have to stick to it. What type of cooking would work for you for scheduling date and time? And this is what I want you to consider, the season of your life. What's going on in this season right now? So in real time, I'm about to get ready for kids in school. All my schedules and programs are launching at Fit for Females. So our brand new classes start live. Then I have also a live program starting, which is Fit and Fierce. It's a group challenge. So my business life is very busy. This season is extremely busy. My kids are super busy. If I do not follow strictly Sunday prep and Thursday prep, guess what we're eating? We're ordering takeout, or we're like snacking on chips and salsa. Like it's not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work because this comes around every time of the year. So I hate batch cooking, takes up too much time on one day, crock pot, Instapot, yeah. I like batch cooking on Sundays, then lunch and breakfast, then I don't have to worry about those meals until Thursday. Awesome. See, everyone has a different thing. So what works for you and what works for me is totally different. Let's see what else. I like to batch cooking with the top up, freezer meal, especially in the fall and winter. Okay, these are great ideas. I would like to do batch cooking, knowing what is in the freezer would be helpful. Okay, so there is no right answer. There's no right answer. What you do and what I do is totally different. I love fresh food. I am a leftover snob. I do not like leftovers. That's how I roll. But I am forced. So if I could have a cooking fairy Monday to Sunday, every single day, cook me breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that is my ideal. When I win the lottery, that's what I'm going to do because I love fresh food. But it's not realistic for me. Do I love batch cooking on Sundays? Nope, it takes up time, but I've got it down to a science now. So I would ask you to think about what is going to work best for you. Grab your pen and paper and write that down. You don't have to hold yourself to this, okay? So you're gonna schedule the date and time, and then what I want you to do is I want you to decide when it is weekly. So if you're doing it every day, you need to know what time it is. Then what I need you to do is I need you to put it in your calendar like it's a doctor's appointment or like you're signing up for a live class. So tonight there's a class at 7 p.m. You can bet those girls have 7 p.m. Tabata to 7:45 in their calendar because it's important to them. They paid for it, it's important. You're gonna put it in your calendar. I'm used to the crock pot and would like to start batch cooking. Amazing, Kimberly. Instant Pot, pressure cooker, all of those things are incredibly amazing crock pot meals. So good. I used to do that and I would put it on in the morning, go to work, my full-time grown-up job. I was a paralegal, and that's what my husband and I would do before we had kids. So you're gonna add it to your calendar. This is my jam right here. If you've seen me on Instagram, because I'm an Instagram jumpy, you know that I have a board. Today is Sunday. This board got erased, and I am going to add my meal prep for the week, at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, at least. So you can do it on a whiteboard, you can do it on paper. Where do you share it? Where do you put it down? Share it below. Tell us where you do it, okay? So you need some type of system. So you've scheduled the date and time. You're gonna have some kind of system. You're gonna write it down somewhere. Whether you're cooking daily, this applies to whatever you're doing. You can't just come home from work or a busy day if you're a stay-at-home person, whatever. If you're unemployed right now, you have to have these systems in place. They keep you accountable and they make you more successful in your fitness, your lean journey, and your health. So then what I want you to do is I want you to dedicate a leftover day. I don't like leftovers, but you're gonna dedicate a leftover day. I do this. So you're gonna think about what can I make, what can I double batch, what can I do that's gonna be, you know, a couple of extra added bonuses, okay? And then I want you to think about 3 meatless meals. So when I cook, I think to myself, I am making chicken or whatever, I'm making chicken. This is gonna be my chicken crock pot soup, and this is gonna be chicken tacos, and this is gonna be, that's batch cooking. So you're making one thing, one protein, lentils, beans if you're a vegetarian, and you're thinking about how you're making that. Make it simple, make it simple. Pinterest is amazing. I have a whole Pinterest board. You can go check that out. The second topic that you're going to do now is you're going to organize your meals in a brain dump. If you do not have a spot on your phone, because most of us have a device that says meal ideas, and you can even put the link in there, you're doing yourself a disservice. If it's all over your text and all over the wall, all the recipes I share, copy the links, put them in your phone. I use reminders, and then you go meal ideas. Because then when you're scrambling, you know exactly where to look. You go to your phone and you see meal ideas. So that's how I roll. I have a whole list on my phone. I use Evernote and I use reminders, and it's all right there. So then what I want you to think about, so here's an example. So I've got like mushroom faux soup, all these links and things that I love, they're right inside there. And then when I'm running out of ideas, I can go, yeah, I love my mushroom faux soup. It's amazing, by the way. I love chia jars. I love my taco soup. I love the dressing, the turkey sausage soup. They're all right there, and I brain dump it. Then you just look at the list and you pull it out and you write what you want. It's very simple once you're organized, but you cannot skip these steps. Then what I want you to do is I need you to think about, is that realistic? Do I have time to cook the protein? Do I have time to cook all this? If it's not, it's crock pot soups, my friend. It's grilled cheese, healthy cheese with a nice big salad. It's your dressings in a jar that are already pre-made. You already washed your lettuce. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. If you don't have time to do it, it doesn't go on your list. Don't complicate your life. So then you have to decide, right? So you're gonna look at your schedule. You're gonna say to you have to schedule this. It's not enough for you to look up a Pinterest board, save the recipe, and not do anything about it. I want you to get in the habit of doing something about it. Where does that information go? It needs to go in a filing cabinet on your phone. And then you're looking at your calendar, you're scheduling when you're making it. Once you've done that, I want you to, and I'm gonna list out some different things, your meal prep or your batch cook. So this is whether, those of you that said I hate batch cooking, you're gonna cook every single day. For me, that would never work in my world. I stopped doing my Sunday batch cooking during quarantine. I started doing daily cooking. It felt so fun because everything was fresh for me. After 5 days, I was losing my mind. I felt like all I was doing was cooking. And that reminded me about my 4-hour prep on Sunday. I was like, yeah, 4 hours sucks on Sundays, but guess what? I do nothing except heat it up. So find the happy place for you. So then what you need to do is you're gonna need to do the batch cooking or the batch cutting or the batch cleaning. So you've got your organized list. You're gonna make sure that whatever you need for your meals, and I'm gonna encourage you today in real time, You are going to share, if you know right now, what you're eating for lunch and what you're eating for supper. I'm going to post this in our Facebook group for the live people, and you are going to tell me. And those of you that struggle, look at somebody else's list and see if that helps you. That is what you are going to do today. Roast tonight. Go. Once you batch cook, how do you store it in the fridge or freezer? I vacuum seal everything. I invested about 15 years ago in a vacuum sealer at Costco because of my dad, because my dad was like, Costco's the greatest store on earth. You need this thing. And I thought, when am I going to use it? Because I didn't really have a whole bunch of big kids then. They were eating baby food. That's all I do. You can freeze it in anything. I have 3 freezers in my house, a deep freezer, 2 fridge freezers. And when I'm stuck, out comes the soup, out comes the chili, out comes whatever. Literally, I could do a 6-week course on this. This is a very crash quick test, okay, for tips. So you're gonna make your decision now. You've got your list. You know exactly the ingredients that you need to buy because now you're organized. You know what you're doing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set the time aside and actually do the work, whether it's every day or you're doing a batch cook. And it could be a 2-day batch cook, right? So use your crock pot, your Instant Pot, your pressure cooker, cook, chop, hire someone, there's great services out there if you can afford it. I haven't used any of the new things. There's a lot of great things out there. Chicken soup, doubles for quesadillas, doubles for et cetera, et cetera. Think about the recipe you're making. I always double batch everything. If I'm making 1 lasagna, I'm doing 2. One's going in the freezer, one's going in our tummies. And then you want to set aside the time. This is key. If you want to stop eating out and you want to stop spending money, you must follow these steps. It's all about just being organized. And ask the people in your house, do you have any ideas? If you don't like what I'm making, then participate. This happens to me. Oh, I don't really want that. Too bad you didn't participate. I have a very strict policy. I'm not a short order cook. That's that. I have 3 kids. They all have different palates. Okay, so I want you to schedule the time and put it aside. And I want you to decide what system you're using today. Is it going to be notes, Evernote, reminders? Is it on a whiteboard? Are you pen and paper? How do you roll? When we do we have a 28-day shape up, we have a 6-week Fit and Fierce is a new program. So we've done this several times. We give people a grocery list. I'm always telling people, use what you have. Organize it. You can't go to the grocery store and just kind of think like, you know, what's going on? What am I going to buy? Okay. So here are a few breakfast ideas that I'm going to run through. And if you are logged in and you are signed up for the free membership site that we offered for you, I'm going to put these links of where you can find them below. Many of you will know what my go-to things are. So number 1 is chia jars. I love them in the morning. There's 1,000 variations. I have the simplest variation ever because it packs a ton of protein. It packs a ton of goodness in your body quickly, and you can prep them the night before. You can prep for the entire week, 7 days. Oat jars are another thing that I constantly do. I also use a lot of leftovers, so I'll make stir fries, different things, and I eat suppers for breakfast. So I would do warm things. So I always wake up and have warm lemon water with a straw. Thank you, Selena, for noticing, and all you people that follow me on Instagram, you know about my straw. Smoothies are another thing, and what I do with my smoothie packs is they are part of the meal prep. So every single day, so I don't prep my breakfast all the way through for the whole week, meaning it's not part of my meal prep. I know what I'm eating, and my freezer packs for my smoothies, those are part of my meal prep. So I have tons of videos on that. I won't go through it, but basically I prep all the spinach, whatever's going in it. So my favorite is my berry green smoothie. It's part of our 28-day. I did publish that on the blog, so it's there for you. And what I'll do is I'll put them in little freezer containers. Takes no time. I get my kids to do them now. It's been about 5 years. My kids have been doing their own laundry since they were 8. They have been making their own lunches since they were about 8, 9. They have been doing all of their own things because I teach them, because otherwise I'm a crazy woman, just like all of us. We can't do it all. So chocolate flourless muffins. Oh my goodness, they're bean, they're school friendly. You can do an egg substitute if you like. And then I also have 10 breakfasts of champions. I have a list and I will recap it for you. I will put it on the membership site. So all of these breakfast cookies, so these are all things mostly that I can either freeze. So the breakfast cookies, the flourless muffins, we do homemade protein and granola bars. All of that goes in the freezer. And every single night before I go to bed, myself and to my kids, I say, what is for breakfast tomorrow morning? Every single day, what is for breakfast? That way you look into your fridge, you look into your freezer, and you know, I have the ingredients for my smoothie, my chia jars, my oat jar, whatever it is that you're making. You might be a simple gal, you might do a scrambled egg, you might do a hard-boiled egg, but it's organized the night before. Notice the consistency here is about time management. So tell me what you're going to do for tomorrow. Put it there right now. Tell me what you're going to do. One thing I told you, or maybe it's something that you made up. There are some great reminders or apps that can help. Absolutely. I use Streaks. Perfect. See, that's so helpful. You don't have to use what I'm using, right? So I gave you my breakfast ideas and sweet loaded, oh my God, sweet loaded sweet potatoes with toast. Oh my goodness, so great. So we're gonna dive in. I want you to tell me before we get into our workout portion, I'm gonna ask you if you have any questions. However, tomorrow morning is Monday, 9 a.m. We are doing a live HIIT leg workout, and then there's Q&A for tomorrow, so you can ask any questions. What are we going to do? I'm going to try the overnight oats. Oh my goodness. And by the way, my new obsession post-workout is oat jars because they're so good for you. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Do you have anything that you're not quite sure about? I want you to ask me and let me know if there's anything that you think is not clear or you're scared. What is it that you're really going to put into play today, right now, after this call? You're going to tell me what you're having for breakfast and supper tomorrow, or even tonight, whatever. I don't care if it's today or tomorrow, but I want to know, okay? So your homework is to decide what time you're setting aside for your meal prep. Is it going to be daily? Is it going to be every second day? What's that going to look like? And then you're going to take accountability and share it in the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, you're emailing us. You're going to fitforfemales.com, right at the contact us, and you're going to say, I'm having whatever for breakfast, because it's accountability, full accountability, okay? So we're going to do our live butts and guts workout. What I want to tell you is if you need to go to the bathroom, have a little quick bathroom break. You're going to grab yourself water, make sure you're hydrated, and we're going to get started. This is a workout. I'm going to send you the freebie. There's a link that you can get the free workout. You can have it and save it for later. It is amazing. I do it a ton of times as a warm-up pre-workout, or I do this as a HIIT push for the end of my workout. It's called the butts and guts. What I've done today is I've chopped it up a little bit. So we're going to do 2 rounds of a warm-up, and then we're going to do an AMRAP, which is as many rounds as possible for 7 minutes. Are you excited? I need to know if you're excited, because if I don't feel the excitement, then I'm just not going to be as excited for you. All right, Facebook. So hello, hello, hello. Here we go. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start our timer. You're going to have space around you, lace up your shoes, grab your water. This video will go up on the membership site for a recap. So all of the information for you will be there. Plus, if you want to sign in and do the workout again, you can. So this is how we're starting. We're going to do 2 rounds of a workout. And if you want, we have push-ups in the workout today. You can elevate. You could be on your knees. You could use the wall. You could be here. I'm going to stay up high so that you can see me. And you may want to grab yourself a mat. If you have a mini band, you can use it, but it is not mandatory, okay? So we're going to have some space. You would put this behind you. And we're going to be going up and down into plank. So our moves today are going to be skaters. And we're going to do a plank hold, you're counting. And then we're going to do hip bridges. So you have the option to put a mini band around you, but it is not necessary. Okay, so we're going to start with the warm up. Here we go. I'm going to start my timer. I would like to say welcome. And we're going to start with jacks, high or low. So laced up, space around you. Here's low impact jacks. So we are going for 30 seconds. Jacks, here is high impact. You're going to decide how fast, how hard you want to go. The next move is push-ups. You are doing 8 push-ups. Then you're going to finish your time in plank. You keep going. So I'm going to show you 8 push-ups. So I'm going to use this bench. So you're going on your toes or your knees, down and up. You could be in a wall. 8 push-ups. So we're going to go for 8 at your own time. Once you do 8, so go ahead, do your 8. You're going to come down into a plank for the remainder of the 30 seconds. If you're on the floor, same thing. Toes or knees. Okay? Holding. And then once we're finished, I'm going to show you, we're going to do bridges. Okay, so you keep working. You've got about 5 seconds left. You do not need this, but I'm going to show you. On your back, bridge it up. So hip bridges, drop and drive. So you tuck that chin, and you're driving your hips up and down. Now, if you wanted to, for the bridge portion, you could take a minivan and put it right around the top of your thighs, and you're squeezing up and down. So what we're doing here is warming up the body. We're going to get up in a moment, warming up the body. And then we rest, take that band out. You're gonna come up, grab on, and you're gonna do fast feet. So you're gonna run hard. I'm gonna keep it a little simple today. You are gonna run super, super, super hard and fast. That's 1 round to the warm up. Then we're repeating this. Jacks, push-ups, bridges, fast feet, run. Go, 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 go. The more you jiggle, the better. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Run, 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 run. Tight, strong, legs strong, feet strong, everything. Jack it out. Breathing through the nose and out the mouth. So we're jacking it out, high or low. Breathing in and out. If you're adding high impact, you want to make sure you're flaring out your knees and bringing them back in. So there's none of this knee collapsing. If you have a weak ankle or a weak glute, you really want to watch that. Midsection, super tight. You are pushing the hips back and standing up. Drive through your midsection. We're getting ready for push-up. You're going to repeat 8 push-ups and then finish your 30 seconds in plank. So 8 push-ups. However you want to do them, you're going to tuck your chin. You're going to keep your elbows close to your body. And then as a reminder, you're finishing. I'm elevating here. You do not have to. Straight line, shoulders back and down. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Keep going. Inhale. Hello, ladies. Excellent. We're going to the bridges. On your back. So again, this is an option. You decide if you want it. Last 30 seconds of our bridges. Now take your toes and shoot them up to the ceiling. So all I'm doing is shooting my toes to the ceiling. Your hands are pretty close to your feet. You're tucking your chin and you're looking straight up. I'm looking at you to see your form, your technique. And rest. Roll over. Up we go. So we are coming up. We're going to run it out. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Fast feet. Fast feet. So the reason we do this is so we can get control of our blood pressure. So what happens is sometimes we can get up too quickly, feel a little dizzy. This is great to keep you moving and flowing. Go, go, go. Run, run, run. Fast feet, fast feet. I'm going to adjust my clip here. After this, we're going right into the workout. 7-minute AMRAP. As many rounds as possible. Breathe. Catch your breath.
Session complete.
Now, step touch. Quick sip of water. I'm going to grab a quick sip. Okay, I'm already at 2 bottles today. I gave you this elastic tip. So here's your option. You can step touch. Put this around you for the whole time. It's 3 moves. We're doing skaters, so you're gonna keep doing this for me right now, just side to side. 30, we go 1, 2 to 30. I'm gonna count. If you wanna stay at my pace, you can. If you don't, you can count yourself. Then you're gonna do 12 spider planks or 12 inhale and exhale planks. I will show you. Then you're coming over and doing 12 bridges. Here's your option. You can have a mini band if you want, or no mini band. So I'll show you the first round with the mini band or without the mini band and the second with. So here we go. 7 minutes on the clock. And we're repeating this for as many rounds as we possibly can at our own pace. So we're gonna go 30 skaters. Now, this is 1 and 2, all right? So let's go. 1, 2, and 4, big arms. 6 and 8, big arms. 10, you do not have to follow my counting. Push. 14, here's high impact. 16, 18, 20, we got 10 more. 2, good job. 4, chest up. 6, so you're pushing your hips back. 8 and 10. Now we come down to the floor. We breathe. Option. Inhale and exhale, and you count to 12. Inhale, exhale, or 6 up and downs on each arm. For those of you that are more progressed, you're counting them right now. This is called a spider plank. That's what I call it. Plank press up. 6 on each arm, or you're on your toes, or you decided that you're here or here and you're holding your plank. Keep holding. Keep breathing. I'm going to pretend like my 12 are completely done. Then right on our back. Toes up. We're going to do 12 bridges. Pausing them at the top. Lifting up and down. Tucking the chin. Arms are up. If you want to make it even harder, press your arms up and back. Our goal here is to do 12. Then we are going right back to 30 side skaters. So this is the movement, 30 skaters, 12-second plank hold or count to 10, or, and I'm gonna pretend like they're done, or you're going to do 12 spider planks. Now I'm gonna up the ante. Go to your 30 skaters right away. I can see you all on Zoom, I love it. So I'm gonna do 30 now with a mini band at the thighs. 2, 4, we have 5 minutes left. 6, 8, push. 10, it's okay if it's not exactly 30. 14, push, and you're bent over. 18, you're bent over at the hips so your glutes are taken over. 2, 4, push. 6, 8, and 30. I'm going to keep the mini band on for my planks. You can take it off. So your goal is to do as many rounds as you can. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale through the nose. You're counting to 12, or you're doing those press-ups. Your hand comes where your elbow was, so it's a straight line. Now you should be going as quickly as you can, right? Or hold your plank here. Hold your plank here. So I'm going to pretend again like you've completed and I've completed our 12-second rep or our 12 press-ups and then 12 reps here. So we're going up. Let's take the toes and shoot them up to the ceiling. 4, 5, you're counting in your head. So it's bridges. Take the arms up if you want. Breathe through the nose and out the mouth. When I do this by myself, I am going against time. So I would get up, pull right away, and then go right into the 30 skaters. Push it out. How are we doing? Woo! We got this. Now you can hop. Remember, if you like high impact, add it. If you don't, push the leg. There is so much glute recruit right now. My buns are tired. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. You're doing 30. And then you're doing your 12-second plank hold or your 12 spider plank, 6 on each arm. Then 12 bridges. Breathe through the nose, out the mouth. I'm going to pretend like I'm done. Reminding you the whole way. As you get into your plank, shoulder, elbow in alignment. Lats engaged, glutes engaged. Inhale. Exhale, lift, squeeze the glutes. Hold it either in your plank here, or you're pressing up from the toes or knees. Inhale and exhale. There's no rocking here. You're finding your position. Inhale and exhale. I'm gonna pretend, again, like I finished it, showing you the next move. Keeping this band around. Inhale and exhale, make sure I'm in the shot. Breathe up and down. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, exhale on the press. Inhale, exhale on the press. We're recruiting the pelvic floor with our breathing. Exhale on the press. Inhale, exhale. So we're doing 12. This is your own pace. This is your workout. You are making sure that you fill the belly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Think about those pelvic bones coming in towards you. Once again, pretending like I'm done. Getting up, pressing, giving it a pull. Skater time. Let's go. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. You're doing 30 skaters. I'm not doing the exact number because I want to make sure that you get all the numbers through yourself. Push. I'm at about 14. Push. 16. Let's go. Go faster. Go harder. Go further than me. Your goal is to go further. Push your glutes. Push them. 1 minute and 15 seconds. You're racing against time now. Breathe through the nose. Out the mouth. Whew. Okay, planks. Inhale, exhale. Shoulder, elbow, wrist in alignment. Hold for 12 seconds. 1, 2, or do your spider planks. 4, 5. Squeeze your glutes. Whatever position you're in. 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, 12 bridges. All the way back. I'm going slower, but you're going quicker. Toes are up. Shooting it up and down, up and down. Finish your 12 strong. You're incredible. You got this. Push. Toes up. Squeeze the back of your glutes. Hold it and pause it. And then if you get any reps in for your skaters, beautiful. Let's pretend like that was 12. All the way up. 15 seconds. Bang it out. Come on. 10. 8. 6. Push it out for me. Push it out. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step touch. Just step touch for me. Find your pulse quickly, quickly, quickly. You're going to start counting at 0. Slide down your neck. Right now. Stop. Add a 0 to that number. Type it in the comments for me. Type it in the chat room on Zoom. Type it in the comments on Facebook Live. You're going to keep step touching. Let me check in. 170. Beautiful. Love it. Amazing. Keep stepping. Don't stop like me. Okay, my heart rate's trained to be at a certain level. Keep moving. 160. My carpet kept sliding. Yeah, kept slipping on the skaters. Oh no, Amber. 133. Keep stepping. Keep stepping. Beautiful. Okay, march it out. Take a big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe through the nose. Out the mouth. Keep your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Take your right foot forward. Down and up. We're going to scoop. So all we're doing is bending the knee softly and scooping it out. Breathing through the nose, keeping the chest up. So all the way down, all the way up. Excellent work. Beautiful. Facebook, you didn't comment on how your heart rate is, and I can see how many people are live. Tell me how that heart rate was. Down and up. Breathing through the nose. Let's switch that leg. So left leg, you're scooping the earth. So you're thinking of engaging the biceps and thinking of shoving the hip back. So this is a slow motion, driving up. Okay, beautiful. Nice and long. Inhale and exhale. One more. And grab onto a wall. Stepping the left foot for balance. You might struggle because most of you are probably right-handed. You're going to turn the palm out. If you see me on the side view, This is a little bit easier than this. This is where I need to go to stretch my hips, quads, because I'm a little more flexible. Point the toes, stay where you feel good. The key is rib and pelvis are in alignment. There's none of this and there's none of this. Stay nice and tall. Through the nose, I am sweating, and that was literally a 5-minute workout, a 5-minute warm-up, a 7-minute workout, and our stretch. Breathe. We're going to switch sides. Release the leg. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, is your rib in alignment with your pelvis, or are you like this? Again, you can bring your leg back, point the toes towards the ground, breathe through the nose. So just a reminder for those of you that are live, you get a free workout tonight at 7 p.m. So if you'd like to come to that, you do have to register. So if you're live with us today, breathe nice and long. Excellent, release. We're gonna go down to the ground. Now, if you're not very flexible, you need to be wide. If you are more flexible, you're gonna be more narrow. But this is what it looks like side view. Shove the hips back, tuck the chin, slide down your hands wherever you can keep your back flat. So if you're like this, that's not the stretch we want. It is pulled back like you're doing a deadlift and you're reaching down. I have worked my flexibility, so I'm gonna come down to the floor. You look like this if you're at the front. You're either wider or you're a little more narrow. So tight back, tight rib cage, and you're gonna breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Inhale, exhale into the back of your legs. Inhale, exhale, breathing through the nose and out the mouth. Nice and long, and relax. Round it all the way up. We're gonna go over to the right side, so you're stepping your right foot, straightening the left leg. Both toes are shooting forward, and you're gonna lean into this. Now watch. First of all, we should feel this right up into the groin. So all the way up into the insertion of the pelvis. You're gonna feel it there. Now, option, come here. Option to open up. Option to drop the arm there. Once again, everything depends on your flexibility. Your arm is not back here. This is the biggest mistake we make. It is right in your peripheral vision. And you're leaning down. Now, if you feel flexible, and this is not mandatory, take your hand down. Otherwise, just stay right here. I want your groin feeling this. Nice and long. Breathing through the nose, just gazing your neck, straight ahead, neutral. And then bring the arm in, really round up, and let's go over to the other side. So toes come forward, then this toe, this foot shoots that way, and we're going to just lean over, nothing with the arms yet. We're leaning through the rib cage right into our adductors, our iliopsoas, all the muscle. If you want, and it's available, put your elbow, your forearm right on your thigh. And then open here. Breathing. I can feel already my QL, so your back muscles are tight. Arms gonna come up if you want. I have to match what I did on the other side. So you decide what you're doing. Nice and long. You're just opening the breath, opening the lung. If this is too much, take your hand down. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Good. Take the arm in, really round it up. Rounding it up. You're gonna come, leaning over, bending through the hips. We're gonna do a standing cat and cow. So you're up and curling, and then releasing. So you're gonna inhale here, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. And then standing nice and tall, you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna clasp them, and you're gonna open up through the arch. So this is where we flare the rib cage, okay? So normally I tell you, be neutral, but this is where we flare through the ribs and open the hips, okay? So for this stretch, I want you to pull your shoulders back and down and open through your rib cage. So you might feel it right up the groin. If you have tight hip flexors, you're gonna feel that. Open up, breathe, And now stand out, find your power pose, whatever that is. It's a pose that makes you feel like a rock star. You're gonna crush your day. You're gonna get your meal prep done. Find your power pose. You are going to do whatever type of meal prepping and cooking is gonna suit this season of your life. You're going to drink your water. You're not hitting the snooze button. You are a calendar ninja. You are a time management ninja. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath. Inhale up and exhale. I want to thank you so much for showing up for yourself today. Look how quick that workout's out. Look how quick that workout was. And I am completely full of sweat. I'm going to say goodbye to Zoom, and I will see you at the next Transform Kickstart